Hello everyone and welcome to ixamBee. In this video, I Jayanti Mishra is going to talk about the recruitment to the post of assistant manager in grade A by NABARD, and this particular notification is for the year 2025-2026. We are going to talk about NABARD IT specifically, what the key details all the aspirants of NABARD has to make sure that they pay attention to in this particular notification is the one of our agenda that we are going to discuss today. So let's see what we have here basically. So this particular thing is about the applications, and here you have to note the important dates and the timelines. So the online registration starts from 8th of November and it will be valid only till 30th of November. So as you all can see, it is not much of a window. So start applying if you are planning to give NABARD. Now, the phase 1 exam will be conducted on 20th of December. It is also now very far, and phase 2 examination will be conducted on 25th of January. So, here you can see that they haven't said anything specifically for phase 3 because the dates will be announced on the website later. That is related to some psychometric test, and for that date has not been released yet. But yes, these are the timelines that you have to take into your mind, and there might be some changes as per the rights to the NABARD. Now let's see the number of vacancies and the reservations. So we have overall 10 vacancies for computer science and IT. Out of that, for the general category, it's 4. For SC, it is 2. For ST, it is 1. For OBC, it is 2. And for EWS, it is 1. So this year they have released not much. Earlier they used to release more than 10, but this year they have released a bit less. So yes, the competition and cutoff is also going to matter a lot in this year's notification because the vacancies are somehow reduced. I will say around 25-30% vacancies are reduced, what is an average for CSIT in NABARD. Now let's go to the other things which are important for us in this notification. So basically this is for the reservation. If you are interested and it falls for you, then you can just check this by pausing the video. Otherwise, I will just directly move for the other things. So here you can see these are all for the PW candidates and things like that, which is common for everyone. So if any one of you fall under that category, they can see. If you fall under the EWS category, you can just read this para and you will get to know. Now let's go to the education qualification. What education qualification you require if you are actually appearing for this NABARD IT post. So here they have mentioned what sort of requirement they are having. So you should have 4 years of bachelor's engineering technology degree in computer science or in computer applications or in IT or electronics communication or AI with machine learning, this sort of stuff. And you should have at least 60% marks, right? And there has been a reservation for 5%, like a subsidy has been given for the other candidates who belongs to SCST. So overall, this is the qualification. If you cannot fall any one of these thing as check marked, if you cannot check above thing, you can have an or thing where it says that you should have a post graduation degree in CSIT or electronics or telecommunication or AI. So whatever is mentioned above, if you don't follow for that and you have anything related to it in the or section, it is also the case that you are very much eligible to apply for CSIT. Now, the third thing is that you are graduate with 60% of the marks in any form of the recognized institution by the recognition, and you have, it is and not or, you have passed the Department of Electronics and Accreditation of Computer Courses, that is DOE-ACCB level. So if you have passed from any of these stream and you have this particular certification with you, then also you are applicable to apply. So these all three sort of candidates can apply. If you fall back in any one of this, you are the candidate for this year and you can definitely apply for this year. So you're eligible. Other than that, it is not making any sense for anybody else to apply. Now, there has been some instruction how to calculate the CGPA, how to convert them into marks and all those stuff. You can just see that as well. Now, what nature of the roles and responsibility you are going to have once you join the NABARD. So everybody asks what sort of jobs I will be doing, what will be my responsibilities. So here they have said for CSIT people, the skill set or the nature of work that will be done inside the organization will be related to security analytics, DBA, that is database administrator or database administrator, administration, application development, networking, server management, and related fields. Also database analysis, which will be related to MySQL, Oracle, or MS SQL. So any these three of the database would be there, and you have to do some sort of analysis over that. So these will be like the umbrella for the nature of the work once you join back NABARD. Now let's move further and see what next we have. The age thing is there, so you have to check what age you are going to fall into, and this is some sort of common. So we are here only going to discuss something related to IT. Now let's begin to the selection procedure. So here the phase 1 will be the preliminary examination, which will be common for almost everyone, and it will have test of reasoning, English language, computer knowledge, quants, decision making, general awareness, ESI with the focus on rural India, and ARD with emphasis on the rural India. Now, what is there? So you will have questions like this, and the marks are given against that. So for reasoning, it's 20 to 20. For English, it is 30 to 30. For computer, 20 to 20. And then quants 20 to 20. So you can see every question is going to have only 1 marks. So 1 mark for 1 question, and overall you will have 200 questions with all the 8 sections, and then you will have 200 marks. Now these questions will be bilingual except the test of English, and the composite time of 120 minutes will be given. So 2-hour examination, and you don't have any sectional timings, so you can just put as much time you want to put in a particular section. Now all the things which are there are divided into 2 subsections, qualifying section and the merit section. So you have the qualifying section, which is under the category for reasoning, English, computer, aptitude, and the decision making. So whatever you score there is not going to get counted for the merit. It will be just qualifying in nature. So you have to pass the cutoff for these all sections, the sectional cutoff, which will be decided as per the merits of the appearing students, but it will not be counted for the final selection for the phase 2. What will be counted in the final selection of phase 2 is the merit section that relates to GA, ESI, and ARD. So now all the IT people, you have to pay a lot of attention to GA, ESI, and ARD if you want your phase 1 to be cleared in NABARD. Because all the other parts which might be very strong for you are only qualifying in nature. So now the shortlisting of the candidates will be done basing on the marks scored in merit section only. So first you have to qualify the above section, the 5 sections. Now you have to score good amount of marks so that you fall in the merit, and you get a call to write the mains. So once you get the call to write the main paper will be all divided into again 2 papers, and that will be related to English and your specialized stream. So now let's see how it happens. So when it comes to the post office specialist, you will have 2 papers, English and this stream specific paper. So here you will have questions related to CSIT. For general English, you will have online descriptive question of 3 types, and it will of 100 marks, and 90 minutes will be given to you, and you have to write the questions answers in the from the keyboard. You have to write them, and it will be typing thing which you have to do for your English descriptive. Now for the stream specific, you will have 2 sorts of questions. One will be objective paper, the other will be descriptive paper. So here the objective paper says you will have 30 questions approximately, because not all the questions will carry every 1 marker. So out of these 30 questions, some questions will be 2 marker and some questions will be only 1 marker, and that is not specifically given here. So that is also sort of okay. Usually we have questions 30 that will be giving you 50 marks, and that will be taking 30 minutes only. So you have to be very fast for the questions attempts, because the 2 marker questions sometimes may take a good amount of time. Usually what happens, there are 10 questions for the 10 marker, like 1 mark each. So 1 mark each question will be 10. Now for remaining 40, you will have 20 questions which will be of 2 marker. So overall 30 questions, 20 questions for 2 markers and 10 questions for 1 marker. This is usually the practice which is followed in NABARD, and this will give you 50 marks in total, and it will also have negative marking, and here you will get composite time of 30 minutes. Now once you are done with this paper, immediately you have to write a descriptive paper which will have 6 questions. Out of the 6 questions, you get to choose 4 questions and you write the answers for those 4. Out of those 4, you have to choose 2 questions of 15 marks and 2 questions of 10 marks. So the difficulty level will be of 15 marker will be bigger or higher as compared to the 10 marker. So here you will have choice, Like out of 3 questions of 15 marker, you choose 2. Out of 3 questions of 10 marker, you choose 2. So you get to leave 2 questions, one for 15 marker and one for the 10 marker. For this also, you will have the marks for 50, full marks for 50, and composite time will be given to you as 90 minutes. You have to type, it will be not pen and paper based, so you have to type the answers using the keypad, as same like English descriptive. Once you are done with this, your phase 2 will be over. And now here, whatever you see that there is some sort of dollar sign for the objective, there is mentioning that paragraph based question, numerical and application based interpretive questions might be asked, and they can carry some bigger amount of marks, which is 2 marker. Right, so this was about the paper pattern for phase 2. Now let's see how the things for the syllabus work. So they have especially said that they will release the syllabus for the IT people and for the specialized stream separately. So you can see they have mentioned it there. I have right now with me the syllabus for IT, and you can just see. So this is the syllabus for IT, which has been followed since years, and they are not changing it anyhow. So I am hoping that this year also this is going to remain the same. So here you can see you have introduction to software, data structures using C and Pascal, elements of system design and analysis, numerical and statistical computing, data communication and networks, computer architecture, OOPS, computer fundamentals, file systems, database management system, software engineering, accounting and finance, operating system, intelligence system, relational database, and management system. So whatever they have mentioned, you can see that they have mentioned the syllabus is illustrative and not exhaustive. So they have given you some sort of idea what they are interested in asking. Now, let me clear the picture for you. There are some topics which you need not to study at all. One is the numerical and statistical computing. You can just completely erase this topic from your list. Other one is this intelligent system. This is also not that important, I'll say, but it is not bad to have it in the system. Then the management system, these are also not so important because very less question has been asked. Accounting and finance on computer, this is also one thing which has no relation. For COBOL, they haven't asked any till now, but yes, you need to understand the file system and programming. But in COBOL, they haven't asked anything till now. But yes, because they have specifically mentioned that you should know the file structure and programming in COBOL, so you might keep it as a low priority. So that is one thing. Now the data structure using C is the most important thing, and with the Pascal they haven't asked much. So even if you don't know Pascal, that is also sort of okay. So here what I'm doing an analysis where whatever I'm highlighting, you can just try to defer the topics, and if you have much time to prepare for this topic, you can fall back on this topic. Otherwise it is not necessary much to cover these. But whatever else is remaining in this list, you have to definitely cover, and also you have to cover something which is not even mentioned in this list. So yes, for programming, you have to cover a lot of things for Python, a lot of things for C++, Java, and C as well. It is not only specific to C when it comes to the programming or data structure. They ask questions from a lot of questions from Python as well, and the doesn't mention anything specific related to that in the list, you can see. And if you see the previous year papers, memory-based papers, you will find things on the Pythons as well, the 2-marker questions and the 1-marker questions as well. Most of the descriptive questions are coming from this topic, which is the database management system, the relational databases, and the data communication and networks. So these are the topics which they are majorly focusing on. I will say database management system is one of the hot topics for NABARD. After that, the data structures, data communication, computer architecture, not that hot, but yes, you have to study. And then I'll say software engineering is also one of the hottest topic. They have asked the questions on COCOMO model. They have asked the questions on SDLCs. So they are asking on that. And operating system, yes, definitely they have asked the job scheduling questions in the descriptive part. So what I am going to say, whatever I have highlighted here, you can just try to give them low priority, or even if you want to skip, you can skip based on the information from the previous year. So this was the syllabus analysis from my side to you. As it says, the syllabus is illustrative and not exhaustive. Definitely you have to read a lot of things after completing the syllabus as well. As I mentioned, one of the things is the Python. So yes, that was me, Jayanti Mishra, for you for the analysis of NABARD Grade A IT with the syllabus and the exam pattern. I hope you got some sort of idea. And if you are preparing for this exam, we have the course offering, and you can just go and see that course offering on our website, and also we will keep bringing a lot of videos on YouTube. So if you want to fall back on any of the concepts, you can just check on that. Also, this particular course which we offer is comprehensive in nature, so there you get to have mentor calls, you will get a guidance wherever you are lacking, and also we will track the progress of yours throughout the journey, and we make sure that we are with you for phase 1, phase 2 and everything. For IT people, I will specifically say that phase 1 is much tougher, and we have Kailash sir there to help you out with the ESI and the ARD. Very specifically, he is expert in agriculture. So I will just say, have a look if you are planning to give NABARD, because the most difficult part is the phase 1, I guess. Phase 2 is not that difficult, but it is very competitive in nature. But yes, if you don't clear phase 1, you are not going to appear for phase 2. So what my recommendation will be to check out the course and get an understanding how you're going to complete the ESI and ERD. And if you still have any doubt, you can mention in the comment section or reach out to us at hello@ixamBee.com. So that was all for this video. We'll keep bringing the next video. Till then, keep practicing and stay updated.